It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, another week of our surprise egg Saturday event where I live stream in front of all the awesome aDrive Army members on twitch.tv/aDrive and trade out 60 competitively bred eggs for you guys in the hopes of getting some cool breedjects and maybe even some shinies in the process. The last couple weeks we've actually had quite a bit of luck, so we're gonna hope to keep that luck going. In fact, pretty much all my shiny luck has come from this event lately. I am gonna be trading out sport ball scythers that are competitively bred to make some really cool scissors for next season in competitive format. And we'll see what we're gonna get. Be sure to like the video on YouTube afterwards if you enjoy this series, and of course you can always check it out on twitch.tv/aDrive on Saturdays at 1 o'clock Eastern time every single Saturday. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you, Art, for the sub love. Let's not waste any time. I've got my link code loaded up with the aDrive Army. Let's begin the trade, see if we can get some bingo and maybe some shiny luck. I got an email, and we're gonna address that right now because, you know, I had a really nice email that was sent to me, and I'll read it to you. I'll skim it. So someone named Amy reached out to me on via email and said, "Hi Dan, my name is Amy, and I'm a grad student in Austin. I've been following on all the platforms for a while, and I'm a big fan of your content. I have an interesting request to throw your way." And she goes to say, "I briefly ran into you in Dallas at the regional, and what really struck me was the way you treated your fans. I mean, there were kids coming up to you all day, and you were never rude or irritated or preoccupied. You always responded with grace and kindness. And that impressed me so much, which is why I think you might be the perfect person to help me with this teaching project." So that was very nice of you to say, Amy. And I'm glad that that was, you know, people were happy. So she's teaching one of her courses via Twitch live streams. To kind of encourage the engagement of her students, she's actually turned the course into a game where the students are going to gain XP as they grind through their coursework. Very cool idea. I love that. I love the innovation. I think that's a good sign, or a sign of a good teacher, right? Someone willing to adapt and change and innovate to keep their students engaged, because it's very difficult, especially online, I can imagine. So she says, "Here's where you come in. Recently, I assigned my students an activity to watch an hour of your streams where I was hunting for shinks and do an analysis of me and my stream." She talks about how, you know, a big thing that I talk about is the grind and hard work, and how much goes into this, and that I'm able to show empathy to others, like at the regionals. So I want my students to see through a million tedious attempts to find a shiny shinx that, just like in video games, grinding is the way to level up in life and achieve their goals to become good people. So really cool message, right? So Amy here is looking, she's kind of utilizing my stream and how I grind through shiny hunting and through tedious attempts, and just staying focused and staying, you know, kind of focused on the grind. Let me preface my request with the fact that you have an out. You no feelings if you can't do it. Well, I'm doing it. Can you maybe chat a bit on stream about the grind explicitly and explain what it means to be on the grind and how the grind has affected aspects of your life in various ways in and out of video games? And if I could have my class tune into the stream or the video on your remarks, I'm hoping that, you know, we could do something that maybe go on YouTube or whatever. Maybe it just fills a few minutes of the stream. I just want you to talk about it. Since they've watched you do the grind, now I want to have you talk about it. Okay? So thank you, Amy, for your email, and I will do my best to answer this and hopefully give some insight to your class. And if you guys are watching this, the class and just the aDrive Army in general, the grind is it's a serious thing, man. Listen, I'm gonna start this by saying our sub train's about to end. No, I'm gonna start this by saying that I grew up watching my dad, who was he was in the U.S. Army. And he was still actually active military personnel when I was born. He wasn't there when I was born because he was overseas. And then when he came back to the United States, his tour was over and his requirements for the U.S. Army were fulfilled. He successfully has run a business for over 20 years now. He's built his business from scratch, and he's been a good man throughout all that, right? He's been a respectable man. He's the kind of guy who would give you the shirt off his back if anyone needed it. No questions asked. Like, he really is. And I feel like I've actually seen him give his shirt to somebody who needed it, right? Like, and growing up and seeing him work so hard, I learned at a very young age that when you put in the time and you focus and you really are a good person with good intentions that works hard and works smart, there's some pretty amazing things you can achieve. I kind of picked up on that, and I had my set of failures as well. I think back to when I was in high school and early college, and I had some really, really amazing opportunities in my life. Going back to when I was in high school, I played baseball. I was a pretty good baseball player, but I was lazy. Then I switched over to playing music, and I was in a couple different bands that toured and did some amazing things from a music perspective. I played with artists like Bon Jovi. I played on Warped Tour. I did a bunch of different things, and I distinctly remember one moment where my band was actually in the top 5 for the MySpace Records competition. And we didn't put in enough effort to really give ourselves a chance to win that. And I look back at that moment as a very pivotal learning experience for me as a young adult, in really realizing, like, man, we should have worked harder at this. Now, I'm glad I didn't get what I'm glad we didn't get signed, because my life would be totally different, and I'm happy where I'm at. But it is something that I can reflect back on and like really recognize that I did not work hard enough at that time, because I wasn't in the right headspace. I wasn't mature enough. I didn't have my sights set on those goals or whatever it was. So from there, you know, I finished up my degree. I got a really cool internship on the New York Stock Exchange. I then got a really good job working for a market research company called Ipsos, ASI. And I was hustling at that job, man. I was putting in the extra hours at Ipsos. I was really trying to go above and beyond and be a standout employee, trying to get promoted and all that stuff. And then I stumbled across, you know, content creation for the second or third time in my life, really, because I had been doing this on and off. And I found a window of opportunity in terms of creating Pokemon content and doing it as a potential job. And for me, this industry, this opportunity, this job that I have to create content on YouTube and Twitch is something that I do not take for granted for even 1 second. This is a dream job. This is a huge privilege. And I am very, very fortunate to be in the situation I'm in, where I get to legitimately enjoy every day of work. It didn't come without sacrifice and without hard work. I had to put in a lot of hours, and I put in a lot of hours. I don't work 5 days a week. I work 7 days a week. I work 8 days a week. Let's just be real here. I put in constantly 10 to 14 hour days every single day. I don't even know the last time I took a proper day off was. It was probably 6 months ago, right? Now, there's a balance between mental health and there's a balance between balancing your life, but even going back to when I first started this grind as a content creator, I completely stopped hanging out with friends. I didn't do any social activities. All I focused on was trying to create content. And again, I'm just telling you my story. I'm not saying this is what you should do, because you really have to think about the things you want in your life and what, you know, finding balance. The reality of it is you have to put in the grind, and you have to not be afraid to fail, because those failures in my music and in my sports, those are what taught me the lessons that I needed to be able to succeed at what I'm doing now. And even now, there's still ups and downs. You know, every day I go through failures and successes. Every time I post a video on YouTube, some videos kind of fail. Some videos are huge home runs, right? So it's a learning process, but the key is that you don't really lose until you give up, first and foremost. And as long as you're putting in the work, and you're putting in the work intelligently, and you're focused, and you're always aspiring to do more and do better, then there's an opportunity to really find some success with that. So the one thing I can control in this industry is I can work harder than everyone else. That's the one thing that I control. I can work harder than anyone else. Now, do I actually work harder than everyone? Probably not, right? There's really hard workers out there. I'm not saying I actually am working harder than every single content creator in the world, because that's unrealistic. But I do know that I can work harder than anyone else, because that's in my control. I can't control what Joe Schmo uploads to YouTube. I can't control if Pokemon comes out with a new game next year. I can't control who comes to my stream every day. What I can control is how hard I work and the content that I put out there, and how my focus is. So that's the grind. That's what it is. But I know that I'm very lucky to do this, so I don't take that for granted, and that's something that definitely fuels the fire that encourages me every day. And that's what I do. I show up every day. Last thing I'm going to say about the grind is I preach no 0 days. I preach no 0 days. A 0 day is when you do nothing. For me, a no 0 day means that I'm posting at least one video on YouTube and I'm streaming at least for a couple hours on YouTube or Twitch every day. That's a no 0 day for me. Now, obviously, I take time off sometimes, but for all intents and purposes, right? Every day I get up and I have a baseline minimum of what I'm trying to accomplish that day for what I do. So hopefully, Amy, that is sufficient for kind of what you're looking for. And I hope that this conversation inspires your classroom, you know, to, at the very least, think about their passions. And I sincerely wish that everyone who watches this, whether you're live on the Twitch stream right now, or if you watch this in a post video or whatever it is, I do sincerely hope that anyone who watches this is, you know, inspired to find their passion in life. I have found mine. I feel very thankful that I have, and I can only wish that same happiness on everyone watching. So that is what I have to say. Okay, cool. So we finally finished trading up all our eggs. Thank you to everyone who participated. You're obviously welcome to continue the trade yourselves. If you are still looking to trade, people will continue for a little while longer. But I am done with my eggs. So it is time to begin the hatchathon. Let us begin. Oh, let me check my egg. Hold that. I gotta check the Pokeballs. I got ahead of myself. I always get so excited. Okay, so I need 5 Pokeballs, 2 Dream Balls, a Nest Ball, and Safari Balls, and 3 Moon Balls. I definitely have the Pokeballs. I'm not even gonna look. I already got them. Okay. I need a Nest Ball. I need Moon Ball, Dream Balls, I'm sorry. There's a Safari. I definitely got the Safari Balls. And I got a second Dream Ball. So I got the Dream Balls, I got the Pokeballs, I got the Safari Balls. I do not believe I got the Moon Balls, though. I think I only got 1 Moon Ball. The Roto Lotto. Roto Loto. It's bonding time! Hey, yo, it's me, Mr. Bonding. Who wants an old power? Et voilà! Alright, Eevee's on bingo. That's a Clauncher. My P.O. box is closed, dude, so... What? Okay, so I just want to evaluate the fact that this was traded. I do the eggs in columns. So these were traded like 6 eggs apart from each other, and we just got 3 in a row. If it's 4, I quit, or ending the stream. If it's 4, if it's 4, I'm ending the stream. Oh, okay. I had my hand on the trigger. It was gone. That's a Grookey, which is on the bingo card. Grookey's hidden ability is Grassy Surge. What's the deal with the bingo card? What do you mean, what's the deal with the bingo card? It's a bingo card. Hey, thank you, Con Man. That's sick. Shanks. Digital Turtle. And on bingo. I'm not doing very well on our bingo board today, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Turtle. Spiky Turtle. How many people do I ban per stream? I don't know, but you want to increase the average? Because I can get rid of you too. Normally like a couple, 2 to 5. I don't know. Depends on the day. Some days are spicier than others. Weekends are usually spicier, I would say. I would say like the more dedicated crew, like the regulars are in the week, and then the weekends are a little spicier. You know, you get some people who might be newer, and they don't want to follow the rules or whatever. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, if I got a Scyther, then maybe with the Nest Ball, but I didn't get a Nest Ball, so no bingo for me, man. Not even close. Yeah, I would have needed a Scyther and a Nest Ball, but I didn't get the Nest Ball, so. All right, guys, well, that concludes our hatches for Surprise Egg Saturday. I will say we definitely did not have the same luck we've been having. That's a good trap inch, though. And Sport Ball Daramaka is kind of dope, actually. I like that. But, again, you can't expect to get shinies every time, right? Like, we've had crazy luck of anything that just makes it, like, way more legitimate, I guess, right? Because every time, I can't get it every time, right? Can't get it every time. But, I want to thank everyone who participated in our Surprise Egg Saturday. I'm going to pull up some of the hatches here in a second. If you guys enjoyed this week, be sure to, you know, hit that like button on YouTube and subscribe if you guys are new. And let me get it going here. Let me find the proper capture for you guys. All right, so Kristen's got a nice little Morpeko. Got some bingo participants. Very cool. There's a Shiny Larvesta, which is nice. Zigzagoon. Congratulations, Michael, on your Rowlet. Not hidden ability, but still cool. Got a Shiny Clauncher. Very nice. Vulpix, Lapras, Poplio, Grubbin. Very nice. Overdrive. Nice job, Josh. Star you there for Evil Hot Ice. Jeff didn't get a shiny, but did get to trade with me. There's my card, looking fancy. Milcery and Golett. Very nice. And I think that's it. I think that's everything that I've got there. But a big thank you to everyone who participated in our Surprise Egg Saturday event this week. Thank you again. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and next week we will be doing this once again at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on twitch.tv/aDrive. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're gonna love this video. However, YouTube thinks that you're gonna like this video. So check out one of the 2 videos and have yourself an awesome day. Peace.